What we have left in 5.3. Imagine if we were playing through 5.3. Jesus, what a patch that is. We have one Tataru's Grand Endeavor and one Tales of Newfound Adventure. And I kind of want to do the Newfound Adventure one because it covers the 4 Archfiends from the patches. Like their backstory and stuff. So, let's go do that. Because the first one was great. We got to see the background of Scarmiglione and who's the other one? Scarmiglione, how do I remember that one? And Barbaricia. So now it's time to learn about the other two, whose names I don't remember. I think the first one was dope, the water one, because he looked like a Ninja Turtles villain. And that's pretty damn cool in my book. And the fire guy, I don't remember his name, but he absolutely seemed like the most interesting character. Like, I think he could carry, like, an actual Final Fantasy storyline on his own. Just based on the stuff he was spouting at the end. So I'm kind of sad that he's gone, but I guess we're gonna find out more about him now, so that's sick. I still haven't started my Island Sanctuary, because I don't know if it's, like, if there's any story relating to it, if it's worth recording, or if I should just do it in my own time. I would love some feedback on that. My sanity is slowly slipping with each crafter quest. Look, you've done this to yourself. I feel your pain. But it is... it is your own journey. You haven't touched the Sanctuary? Oh, okay. I just know there's like a weekly thing that people are doing, and it's been, like, recently a lot of people unlocked like a final thing for it, I think. But other than that, I know nothing about it really, so I have no idea how involved it is. I mean, I could just Google. Island Sanctuary. Is there any story? The Island Sanctuary won't have a complete questline and storyline attached to it. Interesting. Oh yeah, I've almost maxed out my Arcasadara friends here. So now instead of just, you know, sticks leaning against each other, this is a whole little town. And I also got their mounts, which is incredible. Look at this shit. I have a hippo cart. Yeah. If that's not a reason to do reputations, then I don't know what is. It's beautiful. Oh! My biggest critique of the reputations is that the reputation mounts don't play the area music. Like, I would... Listen to this. Like, you heard the music here, right? Look how good this is. How it fits so well with what we have going on here. Like, this music's sick, okay? But then when you play the mount music for the mount you get here, Why? Why? Like, yeah, this is a good song, but like, why is this the mount song for this? Should be this. You should hear this every time you mount up on this hippo. It makes no sense to me. Like, one of the strongest parts of this game is the soundtrack. Why wouldn't you let people listen to more songs out in the wild? You already do it with trial mounts. Why not reputation mounts as well? Spread the love that is music. Okay, let's actually go do this side quest and learn more about the remaining 2 archfiends. Rubicante, that's the name of the fire guy. Rubicante. Nozio? Like, Nuzio? I don't remember what the water guy is. I remember there's 2 Z's, and it's like TS, I think. I don't remember. Somewhere in the world, ambitions ride. Let's see. Let's learn. If it isn't Master Chrane, since we last spoke, I've continued keeping an eye on the void scent. While the creatures have given me no reason to believe that they pose a danger, the rest of them remain at large. My fellows and I have yet to come by any eyewitness information, but their forms being what they are, they cannot have gotten far. Of course, it would make our search easier if they were likewise drawn to Rutsadhan. My other selves have been telling me about their adventures. Truly, your world is a fascinating place. Your world's fascinating too. There's nothing like exploring a new city. You've seen a lot of this world, have you not? I wish to do the same and travel to all sorts of places. Once I've found the rest of me, that is, it would be unthinkable to leave even a sliver of myself out of the experience. The sensation. Could it be? Oh? Oh? Yes, I feel them! The rest of myself! They're very close now! Huh? There's 4 of them! Like last time. And unless I'm mistaken, they're somewhere in the city. Please find them for me, that I might be whole again. What are you when you're whole? Do we know that? Have I forgotten, or do we not know it yet? As before, by way of payment, they will tell you about a powerful void scent and their pasts. Yeah. Now the nearest appears to be this way. Perhaps that's a good place to start. Does he really mean for me to go through a wall? The rest of its fellows have appeared in the city, then you had best track them down. Judging by the direction, I expect the nearest one is in Dharma. I leave the creatures in your capable hands. Every time I read Dharma, you know I can't help but think of Lost. Every damn time. So this one's first. Okay. I'm assuming we're gonna go dunk, 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 dunk. Maybe? Because somehow the last time I did this, the order worked out beautifully. I don't know if that's like rigged to do that, or if I was just really lucky because I wasn't really thinking that hard about where to go. We'll see. You've been looking for me, you say? Sorry for the trouble. I found a place with beautiful water and thought I'd have a rollick, but ended up being washed away. I tried to get back upstream, swimming against the flow, and had managed to come this far when you appeared. After all that effort, I'd like nothing more than to reunite with my other selves. But if you've been promised a tail, then you shall have one. Okay. Cognazzo, is that his name? Nothing but small fry. See that mortal there? He fished me up, but promptly released me while calling me a hideous slug. I don't know what that was about, but it worked out well enough. Oh, to be out in the open sea and catch something big. But until I can afford a halfway decent rod, I'll just have to put up with this tired old fishing hole. I know the feeling well, the desire to chase after big fish. I used to be a fisherman too, you see, together with my brother. Oh. But the Contra Memoria wreaked havoc on the ocean's ether, and nary any fish remained to be caught. Each morning we would wake up not knowing whether we would have food to fill our bellies. This is probably one of my favorite side quest storylines. Oh! He was, Oh, wait, is this the Archfiend, like Cognazzo or whatever his name is, and this guy we're talking to is his brother? Hold on. On a day like so many before, we were waiting in vain for a bite. My brother's face was fixed in a grimace, and I assumed he was cursing the war in his mind. But it turned out he was thinking about something else altogether. And when he finally spoke, the frustration was plain in his voice. I cannot believe we're paying this much for our cable package while streaming exists, and now streaming is taking over way too much, and the cable package seems to be a better deal. I don't know what to do about it anymore. He was very conflicted. Even if there were fish to catch, is this how I'm going to live out my days? Sitting endlessly with a pole in hand, it's like dying a slow death, and I can't take it anymore. More so than our, privation, it was the mundane, unchanging nature of our lives that bothered him. Ah! In the next instant, he blurted out, "That's it! If there's war, I'm gonna fight too! That way I won't be bored at least." And he disappeared. Huh? And just like that, he threw aside his rod and set off, right into the thick of the conflict. So your brother is one of the Archfiends, huh? Oh shit, Dark Knights! My favorite class. Oh! Job. Ooh! The battle choreo in this side quest is dope. Memoriat of Darkness? Damn it. Memoriat of Light. Yo, what's happening here? This is awesome. It's over. Who the hells are you? Well, we know the darkness overtook the the world on the 13th, so are we saying it's his fault? Whoever you are, I'm in your debt. Having exhausted my powers, I was all but defeated, but now none remain to oppose me here. He's gonna turn around and punch him. Perhaps you would consider serving me. You would be well rewarded, of course. I could grant you riches, castles. He's gonna punch him. Yes! Yes! What's the meaning of this? Weren't you a friend? Friend? I'm just after some excitement, so come on, give it to me. It's Rocky! It was Rocky versus Apollo. Oh. Well. Oh, okay. They both got their ship pushed in. Here I am with my fishing rod. There you are, thank heavens. What were you thinking, taking on Memoriates with your bare fists? However strong you may be, you're lucky to be alive. Alive. It's the first time he's felt alive? Yeah. I've never felt so alive. Has anyone made a purple Rogadin and named him Thanos? Where are you going? No more chasing small fry for me. From now on, I'm gonna live for the thrill of battle. I'll seek out those stronger than me and I'll give them all a taste of my fists. I thought it said fish first. I'll give them all a taste of my fish. Well, there he goes. Never have I felt so alive as I did, risking life and limb, he said as he strode away, never to return. Some time afterwards, a rumor reached me of a fearsome warrior. The man would arrive unannounced on a battlefield, trounce anyone and everyone indiscriminately before disappearing again. Cognazio? I don't remember. Probably not so. He was called and cursed for a feral dog. That was enough for me to know that my brother still lived. So your brother is one of the 4 archfiends. That's actually insane. It was only when I became a Void Sent that I came to understand my brother. To understand the emptiness he felt in his mundane life. It inspired me to want to break free from my own unchanging existence and instilled in me a longing for this world. And for all his quirks, he was a good and kind brother, always looking out for me and helping me with my fishing. Like everyone, he must have turned into a Void Sent. If he had the chance to come here, I believe he would have found a purpose in life. A proper one. I don't know, man. That sounds like copium to me. Thanks to you, I could relive those old memories. And with that, I'd best go and join my other selves. Be seeing you. Okay. I want to go back and listen to how his name's pronounced. Let's see here. Here's the VOD for the patch. Let's see when I encounter him. There he is. Hold on. Let's see. Let's find the start of that exchange. Let's see here. And here we go. Lapis Manalis. Okay, let's see. The Dark Eye of Sauron. Here he is. Whoa, hello. Tell me your name. Cagnazzo. Cagnazzo is actually... and I say Cagnazzo immediately. Cagnazzo. Cagnazzo. There we go. Now I have it written down. Cagnazzo. Actually here. All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Cagnazzo. Cagnazzo. Oh, Cagnazzo is... He almost says Cagnazzo. All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Cagnazzo. Cagnazzo. I don't know. Maybe it is Cagnazzo. We'll stick to Cagnazzo. That's probably okay. There we go. Back to it. Cagnazzo. Let's go down there. Run! Come, Ultros. We adventure. such devastation to my gill. Dude, it's so damn expensive to level crafters. You're down 1 mil? Jesus. Oof. I would offer to help, but I also do not have any substantial amounts of gil. What business does a mortal have with me? Tell me more about Kanyacho. So the rest of me are safe? Thank goodness it was worth risking myself to let the others escape. No sooner had we arrived in this world than we were attacked by fearsome creatures of stone. I drew their attention, and after scrambling hither and yon, managed to get myself to safety. But to so jealously guard treasure, you mortals must truly be fond of it. Lo, there's another place for storing it right there. Oh, is this the treasure map thing? They say it's mountain after mountain of treasure in there. We just need to find the coffers that act as portals. And then survive the guardians and deadly fiends. I don't like our chances with just the 3 of us. Less of us means a bigger share for each. Exactly. Besides, what's an adventure without a little danger? I'm really not sure about this. Having to hiccup and burp at the same time? That's terrible. To willingly throw oneself into danger, it's truly a strange mortal quirk. Unlike your kind, we Voidsent are quite risk-averse. For instance, we wouldn't think to challenge a stronger being. Except for him, perhaps. An odd fellow who loved fighting for its own sake. Kanyacho? Yeah. His name was Kanyacho, and there was nothing he feared in his domain. Employing deception, he trapped foes and drowned them in bottomless mire. It mattered not how strong they were, all fell before him. Yet despite his victories, he never felt truly satisfied, and through a chance meeting, he would learn the reason why. Oh boy. Golbez. Oh no. That you should repel my attack. You're tougher than I expected. That was kind of his voice, right? Do I still have the video up? Hold on. No. Where's the thing? Hold on. Let's find his voice real quick. This is important. Oh, hello.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyatso.
All shall cower before the... that you should repel my attack. You're tougher than I expected. Oh, do I have a cup? Hold on, let's down this water so I can do his voice. Okay. To whom do I speak? I'm Kanyatso, and I'll bet you're the one they say seeking out the strong. Well, if it's battle you want, then you need look no further.
Lest you misunderstand, I do not desire fruitless battle. On the contrary, it would seem that it is you who seek out the strong. Why?
When you're hungry, you devour. It doesn't matter who. Your luck ran out when you strolled into my domain.
None would so risk themselves simply because of an empty stomach. Nay, my friend, the source of your hunger lies elsewhere.
words. What is this ether, so pure and sublime? There's so much of it I'm ripe to burst, and yet I still don't feel satisfied.
Do you see, it is not for ether that you thirst, but battle. You'll not quench this thirst with stagnant swamp water. Nay, naught save that of a raging torrent will sate you.
What do you mean?
There is no joy to be had in ensnaring your quarry. For victory to have savour, you must place yourself in the midst of danger.
Oh, he's a poet now, is he? Rhyming and shit.
If you come with me, I shall see to it you never want for dread foes. Ah, no, no! I shall see to it you never want for dread foes to grant you satisfaction. What say you?
Why do I feel as though I've remembered something important? Whoever you are, I would know more. Okay. And thus did he find a place to belong upon the fine lines that divide the devourer and the devoured. If he could do battle with just one worthy foe, he told himself, he could go to his rest forever satisfied. From that day forth, Kanyacho, right? Kanyacho tirelessly sought out those who might be able to best him. Kanyacho, right? Each time hoping for bliss, but knowing that, like as not, disappointment ultimately awaited. So he's the most two-dimensional of all these characters, then. Which is weird, because he's the one closest tied to this character. You'd think there'd be way more to him than that. A yearning so strong, nothing else matters. Do you have such a thing driving you to, mortal? Looking back, it was extremely reckless of me to come to this world, but it has been worth every bit of danger and more. I can't wait to share my experiences with myself. I'll be on my way now. Thanks for coming to find me. Disappears. Okay. Bootleg Darth Malgus. Damn right. That's my favorite note. The bend is great. The rest of me are here too. What a relief! I was taking in the sights in a village nearby when I realized I had become separated. You didn't know you were separated? I'm glad I decided to follow the clamor and head to the city. There are so many mortals here, so many beautiful buildings. It is one of the most colorful places in the entire game. It is pretty cool. Father, what is this building?
This, my boy, is the resting place of the great Al-Zadal. Centuries ago, he journeyed here from the mainland and helped to end the war between Matonga tribes, an act which laid the foundation for the nation of Radzatan.
So it's thanks to him that we all get along. Ah, a tomb, a place for mortals to remember their deed. They're dead. It calls to mind people from my own past. My mother, who died in the Contra Memoria, and the ones who laid her to rest. Did Rubicante kill your mom? Rubicante was an aura? That makes way too much sense. Long ago, there lived two powerful mages. Is Rubicante both of them combined because he has two very different coloring schemes? Is he both of them? It was said that none could match their might, yet they nevertheless continued to hone their skills at the training ground atop a peak called Mount Ordeals. That's where we fought him. One day, fell fiends began attacking villages unprovoked. Upon hearing the grim tidings, the mages came to a resolution. Through years of training, we have mastered our flames. 'Tis time for us to employ them for the salvation of the world. Oh, they're black mages. Okay. So it was that the pair descended the mountain and set about vanquishing the fiends. Pow. Just that one left. There was a kid running. Leave it to me! No, don't! Please don't hurt her. Don't hurt my mother. Your mother? Okay. Rubicante is just one of them. Most likely. Please save her, I beg you. What do I do? You have to kill it, dude. Yeah, that's why. You have to kill the damn thing. It seems I have no choice. Go, Rubicante, go! This is why he's the coolest one of the four. Go! Ooh! There you go. He sealed her away. What? She's turned into a crystal. Still burning on the ground around him. Rubicante, you look dope. I'm sad to hear about what happened to your brother. I said that I would save the world, but I couldn't save even a single life. You saved the girl. This looks so much like the Rubicante we fought. It looks so much like him. My flames were meant to be like the sun. They were meant to protect, to keep warm and light the way, and yet... In his great fury at his failings, the mage's face turned red and as ruby. Thus did the girl choose to call him Rubicante. The mage returned to his mountain, where he buried his comrade. Upon the gravestone he etched words of admonishment and continued his training alone. One day, when visiting his comrade's grave, he found that a familiar crystal had been left there. Its presence lifted great weight off his chest. Without words, it told him that the girl was grateful for what he did. That day he regained something he had lost, and descending the mountain once more, he embarked upon a journey, determined to use his powers for good. As sad as it is to lose a precious life, it's sadder still, I think, to lose one's purpose. Mount Ordeals has been swallowed up by darkness, and his comrade's grave with it. But wherever Rubicante may be, I like to believe that the little girl still remains in his heart. Well, it's past time I rejoined the others. It was nice talking to you, mortal. Okay, one more. Rubicante is absolutely, like, without a doubt, the coolest one of the four. No contest. Scarmaleone probably has my favorite design of the four, but like character-wise, Rubicante has no competition. I think Barbaricia probably has the second most interesting backstory so far. What? I'm calling me, you say? I can appreciate my separation anxiety, but I answer to no one, not even myself. I am my own master. I do what I like, when I like. I will rejoin the others at my own leisurely pace. Really? You're going to be difficult now? Mortals, on the other hand, always seem to be busy at work. I was scared for a little bit there, looking over, because I was like, did I remember to turn the audio back on after looking at the VOD? Mortals, on the other hand, always seem to be busy at work. Short as your lives are, one would think you'd spend more time on leisure. You're truly strange creatures. I agree with him. It's insane that we turn into adults and then we have to work our entire lives away. Still burning strong. Oh, still burning strong, just like the start of the experiment. By the sisters, but tending the flame is mind-numbing work. Someone has to do it, I suppose, but I just wish it wasn't me. Tending the flame. That reminds me of a void scent I once knew. You knew him. He watched over a beacon fire, seeing to it that it remained ever lit. Unlike that mortal, however, he did it of his own volition. Such an act served no practical purpose in our world, even if night and day existed. We voidsent don't rely upon light. Yet he persisted. Though perplexed by his curious ritual, I somehow find myself helping him with it. I like this song a lot. Oh. Rubicante was his name, and he went about his task dutifully. Others mocked him for his meaningless act. But it must have held some manner of meaning to him, and so when I chanced to find the beacon guttered out, I made certain to let him know. For time out of mind, this routine continued uninterrupted until that fateful day. Let me guess, Golbez? Yep.
I see flames dancing in the distance. Who should I find tending it but a mage of considerable might? With such power, surely you can do more than keep a beacon lit.
My flames serve not to smite others, nor to sate my hunger.
Then what purpose do they serve?
I cannot say for certain, but to simply behold this flame somehow sets my heart at ease.
I see. 'Twould seem you lack the power to comprehend the feelings engraved upon your soul.
Engraved.
But such a lack is readily rectified.
Oh. Oh. Take this tiny amount of ether. This warmth, invigorating and comforting, where have I felt it before? Of course, the sun, that which once shone its light upon creation. Though it would set, never did it fail to rise again. And like the sun, my flames must never die.
So that is the way of it. Through your flames you sought to create the sun's journey, to recreate the world as it was before.
Who are you? Who could unearth memories buried in the deepest recesses of my heart?
It matters not who I am, but what I seek to do. Join me, and together we shall banish the darkness and see that the sun rises again.
According to the mysterious knight, the price to save the world was dear. Was dear? You mean clear? Oh, the price to save the world was dear. The inhabitants of the neighboring reality must be sacrificed. To which Rubicante replied, I have sworn to use my power to save the world. If innocent souls must be consumed by my flames, that I shall bear responsibility for the sin. Thus did he choose his path, of his own volition, and his spirit lives on in me as an undying flame. Rubicante truly is the best of these characters, no doubt. God damn. A world engulfed in darkness had become the norm for me, but since coming here and basking in the sun, I've been reminded of all that we had lost. I understand Rubicante better now, understand why he was willing to sacrifice all to restore the world to the way it was. To him, it was nothing worth the price. It was worth the price. But I must say, it felt great to take a squirm down memory lane. With that, I shall now rejoin the others, of my own volition, of course. That's the wrong direction, I think. Sir! Sir! Time to head back to the hall. I think that was the wrong way. No. It is me who was wrong. This form really reminds me of one Baldur's Gate 3 character. Interesting. Rubicante's form? Curious. I haven't actually played Baldur's Gate 3. I've played 1 and 2 back in the day. Haven't played 3. Which is kind of strange, because I think I would love the game. I just haven't played it. Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. We have all the ice. You did it! You found all of me! I trust I upheld my part of the bargain and told you about more mighty void scent. Yeah. I learned about the past of Kanyacho and Rubicante. The void scent fought fiercely, but they'll fight no more. I learned about the past of Kanyacho and Rubicante. So you had already crossed paths with them. Though the tales may not help you in the battles ahead, I dare say they gave you something to think upon. As mortals, then void sent, then archfiends, these troubled souls have fought with all their being, and now their fight is over. Well, I myself have only heard the tales from the others. If I'm to make their feelings my own, I need to become whole again, which I can now do, thanks to you.
This is weird, huh, Mr. Guard?
I don't know, sir. I don't understand what they're saying. So all of them are accounted for? Then by all means, let's have them return to the way they were. Are they going to turn into a void fiend, or are they going to turn into his old self? Probably a void fiend, right? Without further ado, then, to me, myselves. Oh, he's the I Prime. At last, we're whole again. There's nothing we need fear. At that, and that which each of us experienced since coming here, it's as if I had experienced it all for myself. I say it again, but this world is truly a fascinating place. I must see more of it. Yes, I must. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but now that it's whole, I can't help but feel that it's more of a danger. Yet, with the undersea portal destroyed, there's no way to return it whence it came. Whatever should we do now? What's this I see? Oh, it's Void scent. There's a few of them in that direction. More of my brethren made it over, it seems. Curious, though. This is much farther than I can usually perceive. I can only assume my vision has improved. Could this be the cumulative effect of my experiences here?
He's tripping, sir.
What? It can sense its kind from a vast distance?
So he's probably going to stay around here and help you then.
Amazing! Such an ability would make the task of tracking down invading Voids a breeze. If the creature would agree to assist us in this matter, I'm confident that it can I can convince my superiors to forge a pact with it.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, if it means I can remain in this world, then I'd gladly agree to that arrangement. I can't say how much I'm indebted to you, mortal. Working with this fellow here, I'll find a way to communicate with your kind and make myself useful. Thank you for everything.
That sure was a quest line.
That was actually very cool. Somewhere in the world, ambitions rise. Is this Golbus' theme, or is this some other song? Let's actually check it out. Hold on. Final Fantasy 14. Somewhere in the world. Sure, seems like it. That's cool. I like the song, so that's good. New chapter, New Game Plus has been added. Let's learn the song immediately. Orchestrion. Somewhere in the world. Somewhere in the world. Check. Okay. Who are those eyes? I've done this, but I don't remember this even a bit. At the end of patch 6.2, when we come back after having fought Barbaricia in her trial, we like have a wind down period at the palace, talking to Varshan and all of our friends. And at the end of that conversation, you see at the bottom of the screen one of the eyes like running out of the palace, and one of the guards of the Radiant Host like chasing it. So it's just a random Void Scent thing that came through with us when we came back, I'm assuming. And he was split into multiple parts, as you find out during the quest line. And he is in fact the brother of Kanyacho, one of the 4 Archfiends. His name is never given, but the quest line is actually kind of great for just background storytelling on the 4 Archfiends that we fought. I say we burn it just to be safe. I mean, he has the entire Radiant Host on his side now, I think. So I bid you luck. That's the first side quest done. Now we only have Tataru's Grand Endeavor. And that's it for patch 5.3. 6.3. Kanyacho. The only thing we haven't done from previous patches is the Hildebrand stuff. Otherwise, we've done everything. So that's nice. I say we do this an auspicious opportunity, the Tataru quest for this patch, and then check out the start of the Island Sanctuary. And then wrap it up for the night. The best part left for last? Yeah, basically. I've done Hildy in A Realm Reborn 2.5 years ago, I think. And honestly, I was not a big fan of the first half of the Hildy quests in A Realm Reborn. I stopped at the explosion in Costa del Sol. And then I had that quest sitting there waiting for me for 2 years, roughly. Then a few months back, I did the second half of the A Realm Reborn quest line, where you go to Ul'dah and you fight in the pit for a while, and then you meet my boy here, Ultros, you know, one of my favorites, being a Final Fantasy VI kid. And I enjoyed the second half way more. I don't know if it's because there's been some time in between and I've watched a lot of different anime in between, where I've kind of gotten more used to the style of the Hildebrand humor. Because when I did it at first, I had only seen maybe Attack on Titan and nothing else. As far as that, like, the first anime I watched was Death Note, which is very serious. Then I watched Higurashi, which is unhinged to the maximum, to the maxim, if you will. And then I watched Attack on Titan. I think that was my third anime, and I don't think I'd seen a single one after that. And then I did Hildebrand. And after stopping there for the Hildy quest, I then went and watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I remember having trouble with the way they inserted humor in the show at first. Because I thought it was like, I want to watch a show with a good story. Like, why are we making silly faces and shouting and stuff like that? This is not what I thought we were going to be doing here. But now I'm like, Full Metal Alchemist is an incredibly good show. I love when they draw Al as a sad little tin can, you know? I think it's great, and I think that might be part of why I enjoyed Hildebrand's second half more, because of that 2-year period in between, and me getting more used to the type of humor, I think. The quests are kind of hit and miss, but the animation in the newer ones are so good. That's what I heard. I've heard that they've used Hildebrand as kind of a testing ground to see what they can do with animations for the future. Which, I mean, we just saw some incredibly impressive animations in the conversation with Kanyacho when he was fighting the Memoriates of Light and Memoriate of Darkness. I thought those punches were really cool, and we haven't seen that much of that in the MSQ, I think. Like, yeah, we've seen people, like, running towards each other and shit like that, but we haven't really seen many things beside a simple slash at a thing and a thing falling down. But that felt like proper, like, fight choreo, which I'm assuming is hidden all over the Hildy quest line. Let's see, it's an auspicious opportunity we're about to do here. Okay. This is the only one we're doing from this questline for this patch. We have been to Ul'dah. We have been in Heavensward, so I'm assuming we're going to Stormblood based on that picture now. Chrane, you couldn't have come at a better time. Do you have a moment to talk? Yes. My thanks. You see, a foreign merchant approached the boutique with a proposal not long ago. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Perhaps you've heard of him. I might have. We might be friends? Question mark. Ah, so you have a history. No wonder Mistress Tataru declared him unscrupulous and deserving of infinite caution. Though there is a risk in dealing with a man of such flexible principles, his knowledge of the Hingan markets would do much to bolster our efforts to make inroads in the Far East. That is why, despite her misgivings, Mistress Tataru seeks to negotiate a partnership. For some reason or another, he has requested you be present at the meeting in Kugane. I realize business negotiations are not your forte, but we would be most grateful if you'd indulge his requests. Of course, there is also the matter of our secret mission. Yeah. What are we getting her this time? And what armor will be popping up in the story this time? Once it has been fully restored, this gorgeous sapphire will serve as the centerpiece, not counterpiece, the centerpiece of Mistress Tataru's necklace. I hope that one day she may look upon it as a memento of not only her mother, but of her many dear friends and allies. Perhaps during your visit to Kugane, fortune shall favor us with the discovery of an additional treasure to grace her keepsake. That'd be cool. In any case, I believe that covers everything. Mistress Tataru shall meet you at the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane. I wish you a safe journey. Thank you. So what's the next one? Oh my. That looks like one of the weapons. Kugane 2K? No way, man. No way. This is maxed out, right? Yeah, nothing more this week. How much did this save me? Was this even worth it? Barely. Saved me about 500 gil. I might as well have paid it. God damn. The Ruby Bazaar. I spent 2 years in this expansion. And only moved past it 3 months ago? Maybe? Like, I started playing in like 5.4, 5.5, I think. And then I kept playing, and then I got to the end of 4.0, like the end of Stormblood. Around sometime after Endwalker came out, because I remember Endwalker coming out. No, wait. Had Endwalker come out by then? When did Endwalker come out? Hold on. December 2021. It was before Endwalker came out. I got to... I finished 4.0 Stormblood in August of 2021. And then I leveled other jobs, leveled crafters, did like raid farming for mounts. I got all the horses, got all the birds. Recently got all the wolves. But I think I got all the wolves from Moogle events, now that I think about it. I don't think I've farmed a trial for any of these, as far as I can remember. And then I farmed Reputation for all the expansions. Yeah, up to Stormblood. And now I've been doing Shadowbringers, and now I'm currently doing Endwalker. And I just kept doing side stuff for 2 years. I played a lot of other games in that time though, so I wasn't like focusing on playing this game. I somewhat took a break, but I always kept coming back to do Frontline and MSQ almost daily. Frontline and MSQ roulette, that is. Almost daily. And I bought everything I wanted from the Poetics vendor in A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood. So they have nothing more to offer me. I'm almost done with the Poetics stuff in Shadowbringers. I think I am done with Poetics and Shadowbringers. I only have one more mount pet, one minion to unlock with nuts. And then it's some of the armors with nuts. And then I'm done with Shadowbringers as well. So I just really took my time for 2 years, basically, just sitting in 4.0. So it's kind of insane to go back now and listen to this music, because it was all I was listening to when playing the game for 2 years. So it's kind of nostalgic. I just cannot believe I stopped in Stormblood and not in Shadowbringers. The fact that I didn't go through to Shadowbringers is so stupid. But I'm kind of glad, because in the end I got to stream it this way. I only locally recorded it when I ran through it originally. So I'm glad I got to stream it instead. Here they are, and Tataru is back in her Stormblood attire. What up, guys? Chrane, I'm so glad you could make it. I'm equally thrilled by your arrival, though I expect I must apologize for the sudden invitation. Yes, you should, but more importantly, I'd like to know what the scheme is and how you intend to involve us. Oh my, so quick to assume the worst. While I would love nothing more than lay bare all my dirty little secrets, it would be prudent to discuss my proposal first. Low though I am to admit it, a draper shop, but recently launched by the company, has not been well received by the locals. Our intention was to promote the sale of imported apparel woven by the Uldan Weavers Guild. Alas, it seems Western fashion holds little appeal for the citizens of Kugane. So we rethought our strategy. We would produce Hengen couture, but with world-renowned Uldan silks, kimono, as they are the favored choice of wear in the Far East. Or rather, that was our plan until our seamster fell ill. It was as I faced the I thought it was seamstress for both guys and girls, but I guess not. Seamster. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that word. It was as I faced the unpleasant decision of abandoning this venture entirely that I chanced to hear of Tataru's boutique and the assorted Far Eastern styled equipment they had on offer. You're referring to our samurai and ninja inspired sets of armor, yes? That makes sense. Indeed, by putting your exemplary goods on display, the East Aldenard Trading Company would demonstrate that we, a Western trader, are capable of making garments suited to the needs of our local patrons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I had been informed that you wish to establish a foothold in Hingashi and East Othard. What better way to make your Kugane debut than to have us showcase your quality wares? 'Tis not without its appeal, I admit, the perfect venue to gauge interest in our goods. Isn't it just, if I may take your grudging concession as a sign of interest, perhaps we can discuss the finer points of my proposed partnership. We'll be discussing it at length, but I've yet to see how any of this would require Crane's involvement. Indeed, I was just about to get to that part. Not long ago, I crossed paths with a group of certain someones who were eager to call on Chrane again. I found myself quite taken with them. It's Kain's theme. Charming as they were, that I felt compelled to facilitate this reunion. And of course, one can never collect too many favors. Alas, I know that you are predisposed to question the motives behind any invitation from the East Aldenar Trading Company, and with good cause, I concede. So I instead invited you here under the guise of assisting Tataru with a boutique-related affair. I hope you will forgive the deception. Rest assured that you shall be rewarded for your aid in this matter with your choice of recompense. Just before your arrival, I took the liberty of informing my new acquaintances that you would soon be making landfall on these shores. They ask that you meet them at Sakazuki in the Ruby Sea as soon as you are able. I believe it is a matter of some urgency, so if you would travel there forthwith. Yeah, absolutely. I will take that rewarding Gil. Thank you very much. Excellent. Now, I leave them in your capable hands.
Don't worry, I'm no stranger to Hancock's tricks. I'll make sure not to agree to anything until we've settled every last detail. Just do what you need to do and return when you can.
Okay. Oh. It's right at the exit to the Ruby Sea. Anime, anime, anime Japan. Ugh. Okay. Bam bam. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I really need to eat something. Starting to feel really hungry.
Apologies, Chrane. I pay you have not been waiting long.
My boy. Soroban.
You look surprised. Did Hancock not tell you who requested your aid? But never mind that. I'm simply glad that you are here. How have I been? Well, my training as the next Genbu continues apace. I must tell you, my friend, each day has been more trying than the last. Why, just the other day, the auspices placed 99 wasabi-filled takoyaki on a platter before me and instructed me to divine which single bowl out of the entire batch was not filled with that dreadful spice. Training to sharpen my foresight, they claimed, but it felt more akin to torture. By the end, I was reduced to a dithering sea turtle, swimming in a puddle of my own tears. That is all to say, I am only marginally closer to assuming my place as one of the four lords.
Bah, get to the point already, Soroban.
Oh, I was just about to arrive at it. Come, my friends, show yourselves.
Hey, the other lords. Bayako is my favorite.
It has been some time, Chrane.
I don't remember all their voices. I think I do. Never mind, I do remember. Wait, Susaku, is that the... Is Susaku the bird? Hold on. I don't remember which one is which. Apparently it's the main character to Code Geass. Susaku, Vermilion Bird, okay. I'm relieved to see you in good health. I understand you have been through a great deal.
Colonel, your concern is unwarranted. This is the man who quelled our Aramitama and inherited Tensen's legacy. There is no trial he cannot overcome. Colonel, the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
You misunderstand me, my brother. That, or you deliberately insinuate that I lack faith in Crane's capabilities.
Enough. We indebted ourselves to the merchant to obtain this meeting. Let us not distract ourselves with this nonsense and get to the heart of the matter.
Colonel, very well. You may not know this, but Senri's craving for dango often brings her to Kagane. It was during such a visit that she spied a suspicious individual on Kogane Dori. A man who not only wore raiments identical to Tensen's, but also claimed to be his long-lost descendant.
This descendant was selling good luck charms, utterly devoid of benediction. His ploy is plain. He uses Tensen's name to trick fools into buying his rubbish.
Any who would dare sully Tensen's name shall face my wrath. My flames will cleanse him of his sin and burn his soul to ash.
Too merciful a punishment, I say. I shall personally render unto him every pain imaginable.
By the kami, is it possible they have both succumbed to the Aramitama once more? No, they're probably just strong-willed. The charlatan boasts of more than an esteemed heritage. He also claims to have the four lords at his beck and call. Well, that's the big debunk right there. Insulting, yes, but I would still rather resolve this without flames and torture. But having lived apart from men for so long, I fear we may be ill-equipped to do so on our own. Hence why we have turned to you for assistance. You needn't agree to anything just yet, but why don't we all at least seek out this descendant and take his measure ourselves? Oh, that was Genbu this whole time. I beg your pardon, putting myself aside, the three of you approach any settlement, let alone one as large as Kogane, you surely cause an uproar.
Calm yourself, Soroban. You forget we are the four lords. 'Tis a trifling matter to assume a less conspicuous guise.
Let us reconvene in Kagane. Soroban is to go first, while we three shall make our own approach separately to avoid attracting undue attention, just in case. Colonel.
Bow, 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 bow. Huh? Guys.
We met Hancock by pure chance. Recognizing us as auspices of legend, he said he wished to help us out of the kindness of his heart. I almost believed him.
Do not think I haven't noticed you eyeing my costume. If you must know, I acquired it during my travels to the west. I'm rather fond of its soft and fluffy texture.
Long has it been since I walked the streets of a city of this size. I did so once to visit a tea house with Tenzin. I accompanied him in disguise. How my heart raced at the thrill and joy of it, until a priest saw through my glamour, and with the commotion that followed. It would seem we have managed to arrive with little fuss, but only the kami know how long our presence will remain a secret. Again, with the needless worrying. Our disguises are perfect. I mean, you would, be satisfied hiding in a giant box, so I'm not surprised. None may suspect you are the four lords at first glance, but you are suspicious in the extreme. We could have used our power to assume the form of men, but those of keen sight, would still be able to discern our true nature. The costumes were an innocuous alternative. There's nothing innocuous about them. Senri said she found the swindler on Koganedori, yes? Let us head there at once. Dude, I become lightheaded doing the snake voice. I don't know if it's because I haven't eaten in a long time, or if it's something else. Jesus, Mr. Babyface over here.
I swear I'm a descendant of the man himself. Gather round, friends, gather round.
The fact that he gets to wear this armor and I can't? Infuriating.
As you have no doubt surmised by my crimson armor, I am the proud descendant of Tenzin, the famous hero of Eld who once slew an entire host of fearsome Oni.
It can't be the case. He looks nothing like him. He looks outright stupid.
But do not take my word for it. Behold! This katana. In this hand I hold Tenzin's beloved katana, the Phoenix Blade.
I don't know what it looks like, but if he's got the Phoenix Blade, then he must be who he claims. You're just gonna believe him. Okay. Oh. Idiots. The true blade has remained in our care since Tenzin's passing. I mean, sadly, it's more believable that he's the descendant of Tenzin than that I'm walking with the four lords. Like, he's the more believable one in this case, sadly. Something seems off.
I see there are some who remain unconvinced. Very well. You leave me no choice. Allow me to introduce you to my sworn allies, the four lords.
This is gonna be interesting. Oh dear, I'm almost afraid to look. If he points to us, that'd be incredible.
That's your signal. I expect my money's worth.
He's not gonna point to us. The biggest vibe in the game. So good.
Introducing Genbu, the Turtle Auspice and Foreseer of Calamity. Sosaku, the Avian Auspice and Master of Flames of Resurrection. Sairyu, the Dragon Auspice and Devourer of Young Maidens. Last but not least adorable, we have Bayako, the small and fluffy feline auspice.
Why am I alone a cuddly creature? Surely he could have hired a Rothgar or Mikote to portray me.
At least he did not slander your character. Devourer of Young Maidens. Puh. Colonel.
What is this rabble?
All who have heard the tale of Tenson know that the four lords are beasts, not 3 mamas and a cat. These are glamoured forms, they assume, so they may roam the realms of men undiscovered. Surely you can imagine the chaos that would ensue if they went about undisguised. Okay, then turn back. Even so, there's no way they'd wear such ridiculous outfits. They all wear this.
Yet, here they are, dressed in far worse.
This farce is infuriating. I will not abide him making mock of the bonds we shared with Tenson. You're wearing a red chicken suit.
We are of one mind, my sister. He must be silenced.
Does Tenson even have a descendant?
Oh, does Tenson even have a descendant? There was nothing in the legends about him fathering any children. But there was mention of one who loved him more than life itself. The woman to whom I owe my storied lineage is none other than the sublime crimson beauty standing before you, Zuzaku.
They banged.
Let him speak. Perhaps he is not wholly deserving of immolation.
Bah, how easily your rage is quelled.
Hell yeah.
Having proven my ancestry to your satisfaction, my lords and ladies, I bid you partake in my good fortune, for I have auspicious wares to share with you today. Tenson put countless Oni to the sword long ago, 'tis true, but only by the grace of these miraculous good luck charms. Just one will confer unto you all manner of fortune. Good health, a happy family, scholarly achievement, financial success, romantic fulfillment, and much, much more. But that's not all. Purchase a charm now, and I'll even throw in a stylish strap featuring a 4 lords design of your choosing. My stock is limited, so be sure to buy while supplies last.
I'll take 2. No, 10. Fools. I'm glad he's still doubting him. And here we are.
My blood boils to see Tenson's good name used in this manner.
As does mine. We cannot sit idly by and allowing this to continue. Colonel.
I think our purveyor of good fortune is in need of a proper scare. Are you convinced as well, Chrane?
We look ridiculous. Anime Japan. Suzuko? He's a most persuasive and cunning adversary. I was very nearly convinced I had given birth to Tenson's child. You're just standing here daydreaming, huh?
Colonel, that so many would fall for such an obvious deception. No matter the age, mortals see only that which they wish to.
Lest you worry, despite his preposterous depiction of me, I have no intention of harming the swindler.
And there's Ultros. He's really funny when you least expect to see him.
He seemed quite pleased with himself as he packed up his stall. Business was good, no doubt. How shall we proceed? With care and preparation. We all saw how deftly he countered accusations of fraud. A more clever approach is needed.
We must limit his ability to spin more lies. Have you any ideas, Chrane?
I could present myself as Tenzin's true descendant. The presence of 4 lords should be more than enough to convince him. I could present myself as Tenzin's true descendant.
And thereby beat him at his own game. A sound suggestion. Still, we would be wise to prepare contingencies. With me, Soraban, we make for Ryzen Temple. Colonel, then it is up to us to find and confront the swindler. As you are familiar with the city, I bid you lead the way. Speak with Zuzuku when you are ready.
His customers may have seen where he went. Let us begin by questioning them.
Colonel, I would also know more of his true identity. Of all the heroes of legend, why claim Tenzin's name? The answer may hold us to help us to stop him without resorting to violence, since some of you apparently lack the stomach for it.
They are now accompanying me. This is insane. What the hell are you wearing? Are you cosplaying Princess Leia? What is going on? That is almost a Princess Leia outfit. To each their own, I guess. I mean, I know I'm the weird one in this game, right? There are so many female characters in this game, and I look like a fool because I want to look like a cool, like, warrior type character. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Kami be praised to have met Tenzin's descendant and get his good luck charm besides. What a fool I was to doubt him, he who commands the 4 lords of legend. As long as I have this, fortune shall surely shine upon me. So, where to go? Oh, has my good luck charm caught your eye? If you wanted one for yourself, you were sadly out of luck. The merchant selling them said that it was the last of his stock. He did not think he would be able to acquire more. But if you wish to hear it from him, he was headed towards Tasogare Bridge. You will know him by his attire, I swear. He was the spitting image of Tenzin from the storybooks. He looks nothing like him. Just the armor. She speaks of yonder bridge, does she not? Others may have taken note of our quarry as he passed. Boob equals good, no boob equals bad. Simple equation, really. Sure. I can't argue with that logic. Really. The logic is sound. Let him cook. Exasperated man. This is the one who doubted. He's gonna be the key to this. Did you see him, perchance? That's my voice. Have I seen a man claiming to be Tenzin's descendant? The one who was selling good luck charms by the dozen, you mean? No, he didn't come this way. But Kami give me strength, I'll never understand how some can be so gullible.
Let us continue our search elsewhere.
Oh no. Well, look who it is! That's not his voice. Well, look who it is! Is that his voice? I don't remember. Hold on. Gyodo voice. Does he talk during this?
So very sorry to inform. This ship. So very sorry to inform you. It has been quite some time. What brings you to Kugane this eve?
That was the voice. A hawker claiming to be Tenzin's descendant. Probably Issue. I saw him not long ago. Yes, yes.
You know him.
My peculiar and suspicious friend. There is no merchant in Kugane who hasn't heard of the entrepreneur. He's made a fortune masquerading as Tenzin's heir. It's a brilliant scheme, very profitable. Tried to get in on it myself, but the Baron will suffer no competition.
He's a baron?
Who is this Baron of whom you speak?
The soy sauce one. Who else? Kageyama. A dangerous man. Yes, yes. With fingers in every pie. I fear him almost as much as I envy him.
Their deception must be exposed. What can you tell us of Issue? How many times do I have to teach the... How many times do I have to teach the Baron the same lesson?
Oh, you've had dealings with him, have you? If you know, then you know. Issue, on the other hand, is still something of an enigma. A skilled seamster, dedicated to his craft, yet he partnered with Kageyama. I never would have guessed he had it in him.
Kageyama. Was he the one we fought on a boat here in the docks? Part of the one of the job quest lines, I think?
Colonel, there's more than this to this than meets the eye. We must investigate further. Have you any idea where Issue may have gone?
You want information? Yes, yes. I want coin. Give me coin. And I'll give you information.
That can be arranged if you're willing to journey to Recent Temple. Our friend Fury can escort you.
A temple, and one I've never heard of at that. Wait, is it the sort of place where mortals fear to tread and malevolent spirits do dwell?
Colonel, malevolent spirits? No, no. Just a somewhat ominous crystal.
I'll take your word for it. As for Issue, he came to me and requested passage to the Isle of Beko, where he was to rendezvous with Kageyama. I refused. Better to not involve myself in the Baron's affairs, you understand?
Kyoto, was it? You have our thanks. We shall fulfill our end of the bargain. You need not fear.
Get out of here, Kyoto.
There is no time to waste. I shall have a messenger instruct Bayako and Soroban to meet us at the Isle.
That was a falling star in the background. That was cool. You could see it through here. That was dope. Let's go to Tiramisu. Anime Japan. Anime. Is this the fishing thing? Yeah. Spearfishing gig. It's the only crafter I have below level 60. Or gatherer, rather. Da, 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 da. The music here is very nice. Da, 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 da.
Colonel, we are first to arrive.
Issue and Kageyama will want to keep away from prying eyes. Somewhere near the rocks, perhaps. Let us take cover and eavesdrop on their conversation when they join us.
Yeah, we blend in perfectly. This doesn't look insane at all.
A fine day's work, Issue. It pays to have fools for customers.
Master Kageyama, please, this cannot continue. I shudder to think how the Four Lords would react if they learned of our crimes.
Remind them. Who was it who delivered you from life and destitution after you lost your job as a seamster? Pray tell, who?
His mustache is not attached.
You, Master Kageyama, and I'm forever grateful for your help, without which my family would be without house and home. But even so, what we are doing is wrong.
Well, want to wash your hands of this dirty business and be a seamster again? Is that so? But once the truth comes out, and I would see that it does, who would dare to trust you? No, Issue, you are going to continue the act, or you and your kid will starve in the streets.
Oh no. Colonel, so that's the way of it. Issue was coerced by Kageyama into this performance, and for his family's sake could not stop him. Could not stop.
Indeed, in light of this, how should we proceed? I just want to take a picture of this. That look pretty cool. We put the fear of the kami into Kageyama, which will in turn help Issue. They agree. Okay.
Who are you, and why are you wearing such ridiculous outfits?
Hearken to me, mortal. I will suffer you to sully Tenzin's name no longer. Defy me and you shall not like the consequences. This is an insane quest.
Sully Tenzin's name, you say? His flesh and blood are free to do with it as they please. Unless you prove that Issue is not in fact his descendant, I suggest you get out of my sight.
Then prove it we shall. Yo!
Chrane, here!
Ooh, the actual blade.
The time has come.
Colonel, it is time we revealed our true selves to these mortals.
This is kind of cool. This quest is insane, but it's also kind of cool.
Kami forfend.
It cannot be.
Yes! Yo! Look at me! So cool.
That flame-kissed katana you hold in your hand, is that the Phoenix Blade?
For the crimes you have wrought in Tenzin's name, your punishment will be severe indeed.
Colonel, beg not for mercy.
Take heart, my dears. I shall make your deaths painless. Hearken to my melody.
There is no turning back. Steel yourselves. Yeah, somebody, anybody, help me!
I think we proved our points.
What was that? Not only do you possess the Phoenix Blade, but the Four Lords themselves stand at your side. Tell me, are you Tenzin's descendant? Please have mercy. I beg of you. I vow to never again use the name of your ancestor. You have my word. Ah!
Smile.
Colonel, a mere illusion and the man loses his head. Some baron he is.
It is thanks to Fury that we made it here in time, and now we can rest easy in the knowledge that Kageyama's scheme has been ended.
You looked every bit as dignified as Tenzin did in his day. The Phoenix Blade suits you. Let me keep it, please. And give me this armor. Give me this.
I do not blame Master Kageyama for fleeing in terror. Yet, as odd as it sounds, I do not feel though you meant me harm.
That was the smile.
At Tenzin's behest, I once played the role of a ferocious tiger to frighten the people of a village and drive them to flee before they were buried in a landslide.
Funnily enough, this is the one that hurts my voice the least. But I assume that hearing them, you would assume this one hurts the most. It's absolutely Snake over here that pains me to do.
He took part in the deception as well, but to be honest, your acting put his to shame. Have you considered auditioning at the Mujikoza Theater? Honored lords and lady, I and descendant of Tenzin, I know not how to make amends for my sins. Though actions speak louder than words, I wish to say that I am truly sorry. Man or beast, we all make mistakes.
I am told you're a master seamster.
I might not go as far as to say master, but with my skill I managed to put food on the table.
Then perhaps I shall have a word with an old friend.
Soroban's is probably the one that's nicest to my voice.
That can wait, Soroban. We must escort this young man to a safer location.
And off they go. Into a cutscene. Okay.
This is far enough. It's time we returned home.
Keeps doing this whenever I screenshot stuff.
We are more than in your debt.
It is because of you that this affair could be concluded before Tenzin's reputation suffered irreparable harm. Thank you, Chrane.
Now that you are no longer bound to Kageyama, what will you do? Well, I knew I must take responsibility for my actions. I will confess my crimes to the Sekisai Gumi. After I am released from my imprisonment, I shall take up honest trade once more, and not rest until I have repaid each and every victim of my deception.
Ah, yes. I had been meaning to tell you, but I will let Hancock explain when he arrives shortly.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Here they come, the Terror Duo.
Ah, speak of the devil. And the urchin girl came as well. It has been far too long.
You're looking green as ever, Soroban of the Blue. And once again, Genbu, that's Tataru. Oh, that was Genbu speaking.
And the urchin girl came as well. It has been far too long.
You're looking green as ever, Soroban of the Blue. And once again, Genbu, that's Tataru. Though I am sure you have to. I'll have to remind you next time too.
You are Ishu, the seamster Soroban spoke of, yes?
It it is gainful employment you seek, the East Aldenod Trading Company would be thrilled to hire one of your expertise to work at our draper shop. The seamster in our service fell ill, and we've been looking for a replacement.
I have no words. I'm grateful truly, but I cannot accept, for once I confess my crimes to the Sekai Saigumi, they will surely imprison me for a time.
Ah yes, the Sekai Saigumi. I had a chat with them not too long ago. They are aware that the scheme was contrived by Kageyama, and that you two are one of his victims. You will be required to assist them in their investigation, of course, but you needn't steel yourself for even a brief incarceration. And that feels wrong to him, because he's a good boy.
Colonel, Hancock, you have our thanks for calling Chrane to our aid.
Oh no, not at all. I'm pleased to have been of service. I have not forgotten our arrangement, Chrane. Have you decided upon a reward? Something for Tataru. Oh, how that warms the heart. A material to help restore the keepsake of a dear friend. I have just the thing. I won't spoil the surprise now, but do look forward to it. I suppose we'd better return to the city, but before that, you've called upon me too, you know? You could have called upon me too, you know? It's not like I wasn't part of the whole saving the Ruby Sea from becoming consumed by roaring flames endeavor or anything.
Oh, forgive us, urchin girl. Tataru, we assumed you were busy.
What am I doing? I'm doing a weird combination of Soroban and Yoda now.
We assumed you were busy.
No. What the hell is... Where has the voice gone? Hold on.
Strong with the force, as one is. We assumed you were busy. That and you did struggle mightily to help Chrane restrain Soroban at one time. So there was... there was some concern that you might prove a liability should it come to blows. Nevertheless, we will take your words to heart.
I don't know where the Yoda voice went. It left. By the way, my Yoda is more leaning toward the Clone Wars one than the actual movie one, because the movie one is surprisingly dark, like very low register. Like,
moving ahead, the dark side has.
Like he does more like a, like when he speaks, at least in the prequels.
Perhaps we should assume our guises and walk among men more often. It was a refreshing change of pace on the whole.
Colonel, I would not be against it. We were in a bit of a rush on this occasion, but with a longer visit we might better appreciate men's curious ways.
I have no doubt we shall meet again, but I pray that the time comes sooner than later. You and me both. Until that day.
I will consider that a promise.
Bye-bye.
That was good. That was really good.
Now then, I assume we resume Zoroban's training upon our return to the temple.
Must we so soon? You did well to appraise Hancock of Ishu's predicament. He may now make amends by putting his talents to good use, and continue to provide for his family.
Indeed, 'twas behavior befitting one destined to become the next Genbu.
The road ahead is long, but we doubt not that you are worthy, and so we want only to encourage you to reach your full potential.
If that is how you all feel, then I have little choice but to do my best.
There we go. The Four Lords. Hey. You're not dressed in my armor anymore.
I could hardly believe the Sekisai Gumi only wished to question me. Master Hancock must have a way with words. Speaking of which, I believe he and Mr. Tataru will be joining us shortly.
The timing. Incredible. Issue. You will be pleased to know that I've just finished making arrangement for your immediate employment. May our profits soar that you may give your family the life they deserve.
Master Hancock, I do not deserve such kindness. I'll do my best to earn my keep. I want you to know that I intend to work hard and make up for the many mistakes that I've made. It is not much, but I have prepared a gift for you as an expression of my gratitude. A set of garments that I made before I was embroiled in Master Kageyama's schemes. The lords and ladies of Kugane once held my work in high regard, and I hope you will as well.
Okay. So we're getting an armor. You will also find a little something from me included within a well-deserved reward. Tataru. Wait, what exactly did you give Chrane? That's a secret. Payment for introducing the East Aldenau Trading Company to prospective new clients. What else? I can't say I'm surprised you would try to peddle goods to the Four Lords himself, but still, have you no shame? Haha, you know I don't. Regardless, now's a good time as any to inform Chrane of the result of our deliberations. Said result being, we have agreed to an official partnership with the East Aldenau Trading Company. One which I will exploit for all it's worth to make Tataru's boutique a household name in Kugane. For my part, I pray this is the start of a mutually beneficial partnership. To business. I would have a tour of this draper's shop of yours immediately, if you don't mind. Sorry to cut things short, Chrane, but time is money, and I have precious little to spare. Once you... That's probably Alfinod's fault for, buying a katana. Did I say Alfinod? Alfino. Once you've seen to any other unresolved matters you have here, I'd be grateful if you'd return to Old Charlie and inform Megina of our new arrangements. I can do that. Okay. Anime Japan. Anime Japan. I need to finish the damn yokai watch farms. Every time I open my inventory, this dude is staring at me. Welcome back. Negotiations with Master Hancock were fruitful, I hope? Yes. Well, I expected nothing less from you and Mistress Tataru. As for Mistress Tataru's necklace, you say Master Hancock slipped a gift into the parcel you received from Ishu, yes? May I have a look? My goodness, what a stunning set of garments. They certainly offer a taste of the Far East. As for the item Master Hancock set aside for Mistress Tataru's necklace... By the sisters, black pearls? Do you have any idea how rare these are? They can only be harvested from blacklip oysters in the Ruby Sea. Oh, Hancock. I cannot be certain until they've been incorporated into the necklace, but I believe the darker shade will serve as a contrast to the brilliant sapphire centerpiece and make it stand out even more. To part with such precious treasures, Master Hancock is either very wealthy or very well connected, or both. We would do well to maintain a good relationship with the East Alderney Trading Company. But that is the boutique's concern. After all you have done for us, I'm sure you want nothing more than a good rest. Thank you again for your continued assistance. When we discover our client we'd like to add to our ever-growing list, I hope we can count on your assistance once more. Okay. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, I could choose? Okay. They gave me swimwear. Cool. I've seen this on the Eorzea collection. This is actually dope looking. Ah! I see now that this is a sleeve I'm just not putting on, which is insane. But still, very cool. So Samurai basically got an extra job armor. Oh yeah, like that. I don't really like the braid because I already have one kind of on my character. But like this, I think it looks dope. That's not a bad quest reward at all. That's pretty sick. And next time, aggressive expansion. Now, who would we meet if we were to go encounter the weapons? Would probably be my boy Gaius, I would assume. I can't wait for that. That sounds great.